There's a bomber flying over enemy territory right now that's so advanced, even the world's most sophisticated radar systems can't see it. The B-21 Raider isn't just stealthy, it's practically invisible. And in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why every other stealth bomber on Earth just became obsolete. For decades, the B-2 Spirit was the undisputed king of stealth bombing. But here's the problem. It first flew in 1989. That's over 35 years ago. And in that time, adversaries like Russia and China haven't been sitting idle. They've developed next-generation radar systems specifically designed to detect stealth aircraft. The S-500, advanced quantum radars, long-wave systems, all hunting for that B-2 signature. The game changed, and America needed a new player. Enter the B-21 Raider. Northrop Grumman didn't just upgrade the B-2, they reimagined what a stealth bomber could be from the ground up. First unveiled in December 2022, this is the first new American bomber in over 30 years. But what makes it different? Everything. The B-21 uses 6th-generation stealth technology that makes it exponentially harder to detect than anything that came before. Its radar cross-section is so small that tracking it is like trying to find a marble in a football stadium while blindfolded. And that's just the beginning. Let's talk about what makes the B-21 a ghost. First, the airframe. Every surface, every angle, every edge is designed using computational fluid dynamics and advanced algorithms that didn't exist when the B-2 was designed. The materials? Next-generation radar-absorbent composites that don't just deflect radar waves. They absorb them and convert them into heat that dissipates harmlessly. But here's where it gets insane. The B-21's stealth coating is baked into the composite material itself, not applied afterward like the B-2. That means it's exponentially more durable and requires 50% less maintenance. No more spending weeks in climate-controlled hangars reapplying radar-absorbent paint. The engines, buried deep in the fuselage with serpentine intake ducts that hide the fan blades from radar. The exhaust is cooled and dispersed to minimize infrared signature. From below, from the side, from above, the B-21 is engineered to be undetectable across multiple spectrums. And unlike the B-2, which was designed to defeat radars from the 1980s and 90s, the B-21 was built to counter modern systems like China's quantum radar and Russia's VHF early warning systems. How? Through adaptive stealth technology that can actually change its radar signature in real time based on the threats it's facing. Think of it like active camouflage, but for electromagnetic waves. But being invisible is only half the equation. A stealth bomber is worthless if it can't reach its target, deliver its payload, and return home. And this is where the B-21 absolutely destroys the competition. Let's talk range, payload, and lethality. The B-21 has an unrefueled combat radius estimated at over 5,000 miles. That means it can take off from the continental United States, strike targets anywhere on Earth, and return home, all without a single refueling. Compare that to Russia's Tu-160 Blackjack, which, despite being faster, requires multiple refuelings and has a fraction of the stealth capability. China's H-20, still largely theoretical, and even optimistic estimates put it years behind the B-21 in both range and stealth. The Raider can loiter over hostile territory for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, all while remaining completely undetected. And here's the kicker. The B-21 is designed for aerial refueling compatibility with next-gen tankers, meaning its effective range is essentially unlimited. It can stay airborne for 24 hours or more if needed. That's not a bomber. That's a persistent strategic asset. Now let's talk firepower. The B-21 has two massive internal weapons bays capable of carrying up to 30,000 pounds of ordnance. That includes nuclear weapons, precision-guided munitions, hypersonic missiles, and even directed energy weapons in future variants. But unlike older bombers that had fixed weapons configurations, the B-21 uses an open mission systems architecture. That means it can be rapidly reconfigured for different mission types without extensive modifications. Need it to carry AGM-158J ASSM stealth cruise missiles? Done. Switch to B-61-12 nuclear gravity bombs? No problem. Future hypersonic weapons that don't even exist yet? The B-21 is already designed to integrate them. And here's what keeps adversaries up at night. The B-21 can operate as a node in a networked battlefield. It can share targeting data with F-35s, coordinate with satellites, and even direct drone swarms, all while remaining invisible. It's not just a bomber anymore. It's a flying command center. Here's where the B-21 becomes truly revolutionary. Economics. The B-21 Spirit cost over $2 billion per aircraft in today's money. Only 21 were ever built because they were simply too expensive. The B-21? Northrop Grumman is producing each Raider for approximately $550 to $700 million in 2022 dollars. That's less than a third of the B-2's cost. And the U.S. Air Force isn't ordering 20. They're ordering at least 100, possibly up to 145 aircraft. That's economy of scale that no adversary can match. China would need to spend hundreds of billions to develop something comparable, and even then, they'd be playing catch-up. But here's the real genius: maintenance. The B-2 required 119 hours of maintenance for every flight hour. It's a hangar queen. The B-21? Designed from day one for low maintenance. Advanced materials that don't degrade. Modular systems that can be swapped out quickly. Predictive AI diagnostics that catch problems before they happen. The Air Force estimates 50% lower operating costs compared to the B-2. What does this mean strategically? The U.S. can afford to keep a large fleet of B-21s in constant readiness, flying regular missions, maintaining proficiency. Russia and China can't compete with that. They don't have the money, the technology, or the industrial base. Let's put this in perspective with a hypothetical scenario. Imagine a high-value target deep inside heavily defended airspace, protected by layered S-400 and S-500 missile systems, advanced radar networks, and fighter patrols. This is the most dangerous environment a bomber could face. A legacy bomber like a B-52 or even a B-1B, shot down before it even gets close. A B-2 Spirit? Maybe it gets through, but modern radars have gotten better at detecting it, and the risk is significant. The B-21 Raider? It flies directly over those defenses, completely undetected. The S-400 batteries never even know it's there. The fighters never scramble. The target is destroyed with precision-guided munitions before anyone realizes an attack is underway. The B-21 turns around and flies home. Mission complete. 0 losses. This isn't science fiction. This is the operational capability the B-21 brings to the table today. The B-21 Raider fundamentally shifts the global balance of power. With 100-plus aircraft in service, the United States will possess a penetrating strike capability that no defense system on Earth can reliably stop. That's not just military dominance. That's strategic deterrence at the highest level. For adversaries, it means their most valuable targets, command bunkers, nuclear facilities, air defense networks, are all vulnerable all the time. The B-21 removes the concept of sanctuary. There's nowhere to hide, and as the platform evolves, it will only get more capable. Future variants may include directed energy weapons, advanced electronic warfare suites, even hypersonic missile carriers. The B-21 isn't just a bomber. It's a platform that will define American air power for the next 50 years. China's H-20 is still years away from operational deployment and will likely never match the B-21's capabilities. Russia's PAKDA program, underfunded and technologically behind. By the time potential adversaries field their next-generation bombers, the B-21 will already be in its second or third upgrade cycle. The B-21 Raider isn't just another aircraft. It's a statement, a declaration that American air superiority is not negotiable. With technology decades ahead of the competition, unmatched range and payload, stealth that renders it virtually invisible, and an affordable production cost that allows for mass deployment. The B-21 doesn't just dominate every stealth bomber ever built, it makes them irrelevant. This is the future of strategic air power, and that future is already here. If you found this breakdown valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology that's shaping modern warfare. Drop a comment below. What other aircraft or weapon systems do you want me to cover next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.